I would have never come near you if I had known some shit like that was gonna pop off. I came to that bus stop to talk to you. I want to get to know you and take you out of something. I just threw it out there. There was no need to sugarcoat it or beat around the bush. I saw them niggas in the black Nissan cruising about a block away. They weren't crazy enough to run up on me again. I had each and every last one of them fools' faces stored in my head. As soon as I got around to it, they were dead. See, they made a mistake about putting a gun to my face and not using it. I could be a nigga's worst nightmare come true if they made it their business to get in my way. After what I witnessed, you want to take me out? And besides, you know I used to be with your cousin. I ain't a toss-up. I never said you were a toss-up. Look, where you on your way to? Let me drop you off. Her eyes got to rolling. Then she turned to walk away. Before she got too far, I grabbed her by her arm again to secure her in my presence. I was not about to let her get away without getting her number. Let me just take you where you need to go. At least let me do that much. She finally agreed to let me take her to her destination. We both hopped in my truck, and once again, I could see those niggas rolling the block real hard. I would really hate for her to get caught up in another one of my mishaps, so dropping her off as quickly as possible was the best thing. She told me she was 16 years old, and my skin began to crawl. Damn. I know I was only 18, but I liked older women. Women with a lot of experience in the bedroom. I know a 16-year-old couldn't please me the way I wanted to be, but for some reason, I still wanted to know more about her. Just like I thought, she was from New York. She said she had only been down here in Atlanta for a few months. She told me her name was Roz. I had tried my best to remember that from yesterday, but all I could remember was her pretty face. During the ride, it took a lot for her to feel comfortable with me, but she finally let loose and let me in. I could see a lot of stuff had been bothering her. From what I could tell, she had a fucked up relationship with her daddy and her mama. That was something we had in common because my relationship with my daddy was on bad terms too, and I barely speak to my mama. Rozalyn spoke with a lot of pain in her voice, and it was clear that something laid heavily on her mind. Hesitantly, she gave me her phone number, but advised me not to tell my cuz Andre. I agreed, but truth be told, all I could think was fuck that nigga, and in due time, I'ma make sure he knew all about it. I dropped her off at school and then headed back to the block. I stayed getting up early and hardly ever slept. That was the only way I knew to get money. I never let my body get tired because that's how mistakes happened and how you got caught slipping. I strived to get at least 2 to 3 hours of sleep, but sometimes it was impossible to even do that. I was too money hungry, and the only way to feed my soul was to get out here and eat. Eat whatever competition that came my way. My strategy was to shut down block to block and put my soldiers up, only posting up what I knew to be real thoroughbred cats. I didn't have time for no whiny-ass, crybaby-ass niggas either. I needed niggas that I knew was gonna get out there and make shit happen from day to day. Niggas that was going to stand tall and shut down anybody that tried to cheat, steal, or rob them. I wasn't into putting people out of work, but if you were incapable of doing your job, then I could find somebody that could. Hours later, I found myself sitting outside of Ray Ray's baby mama's house. I had to have been here for over 6 hours waiting on that nigga to come out. Didn't know bitch need that much chill time. I would have run up in the house and got this shit done hours ago, but I could see the reflection of little kids through the curtains on the front windows. Niggas could say I was grimy all day long, but I know what it's like to see death, and it could fuck your head up for real. Plus, the kids ain't have nothing to do with how disrespectful they daddy was. Yeah, I took over their block, but so what? Hell, they wasn't making any money, so they didn't deserve to be there. I had already taken care of that coward-ass nigga Antoine that had the balls to put that damn AK in my face. He was a pussy that didn't deserve to live. Soon as I approached him coming out of a...
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.